afternoon, everyone. My name is Amy Williams. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my studio. I'm so glad you're here today. I want to thank all of you who watch me. That just means a lot to me, and I really, really, really appreciate that. If you have, if you'd like to like and subscribe, I would truly, truly appreciate that. That really helps me. This has been a really big week in Stampin' Up! Huge week. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I forgot to tell you. It is Sunday, April 2nd, 2023. So, huge week. Excuse me. My allergies are going crazy here in Texas. So, huge week in Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! Has, and I've talked about this before, they've decided to do a color refresh for this year, which they do about every 5 years, so it's time. So some of our favorites are going away and some are coming back. And then they have 4 new colors. And then we also have 5 new in colors coming as well. So let me just tell you now, Pool Party did not leave. So I was happy. And Night of Navy did not leave. So I probably didn't need to buy like a million packs of those, but that's okay. I've got them now. Evening Evergreen did not make it into the coming back colors. I was really hoping for that, but again, I got a couple of packs of that in the stash too. So, but there are some others that are leaving, and you can see that online. I did not print all of that out, but I will tell you Pear Pizzazz is leaving. Blushing Bride is leaving. So Saffron is leaving. Oh, and so is Bermuda Bay. I do love those colors. So, there are some leaving. And again, that is all online, and I will post it. If you look down in the description, the link to my website is on there, and that will all be on there. So some colors are coming back. And one of those colors is Pretty Peacock. So I do have that stamp pad and paper, so we are going to use that today. Because I'm just really excited. And honestly, when I showed my husband the cards I made, he said, oh, I like that one the best. And that one was Pretty Peacock. So today's technique is really just using a blender brush and white. I always say this. I think there's power in white, and I think there's power in black that can really impact a card. So I decided to kind of go with that today, coloring with white. We're going to do a little embossing. We're going to do some stuff like that. So let me flip the camera and show you what we're going to do. The set that I am using today is retiring. It's Amazing Year. I love this stamp set. It's got a great inside message, and it's just, I'm very sad to see it go. But I will say that it isn't going on sale. So, well, I didn't even talk about Last Chance. So April 4th is when Last Chance is going on. So all of the colors or everything that is retiring from the catalog, which there is a ton retiring from the catalog, all will be available. It's available now, but everything that's retiring from the regular catalog and the mini, because remember at the end of April, the mini catalog goes away as well. So those are on Last Chance right now. So the ones that are on sale will not go on sale until April 4th. But Amazing Year is not on sale. So if you really want that, I'd go ahead and buy it. Also, if there are colors that are retiring that you really want paper and ink and stuff, I would do that yesterday, because they are selling out, and when they're gone, they're gone. So just so you know, just check that out. And if there's some colors that you really like, Rich Razzleberry is going. I'm gonna flip my head really quick to take a look. Melon Mambo is going. Mango, no, not Melon Mambo. I lied. Not Melon Mambo. Mango Melody. Pacific Point is also going. So if those are colors you like, get them. And there's some grays leaving too, and I can't remember exactly which. Soft Suede and what is it? Not I think Sahara Sand, actually. I think Sahara Sand is leaving, so that makes me really sad. So anyway, let me flip the camera and show you what we're going to do today, and we can talk about that later. Here we go. Okie dokie. Here we go. All right, I have to move everything down because I had a little, had to take my camera down. All right, so here is the card that we are making today. And here's the technique we're doing. And so I really like that. This is the Pretty Peacock. Now, I made this card in about 10 different colors. So I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you some things that you can do. This technique obviously can be done with any stamp set. I did it, I also was playing around with Cottage Rose. So this is one I did with the Cottage Rose, the same thing. Just a different stamp set that you could do. So that is that one. Okay, so but I decided to go with Amazing Year. I like this set, and Cottage Rose again is also one that is retiring. So here we go. Let's start with this technique right here, and we are going to start by embossing. So I have got my piece of paper, and this is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I'm just going to embossing buddy it up. Okay, I've already got my stamp on my block, and I've got my Versamark. I don't know why with Versamark I always go onto the stamp typically, but I do. So there you go. All right, so I'm going to turn it over, and I am going to stamp. Another item that is not going to be coming back is the Stamparatus. And if that is something that you want, I would get that immediately because I really feel like that will sell out. All right, so here it is in the Versamark. I've got my white powder because I have it in here because I am prone to spill, and I spilled too many of those little things, so I had to do something else. All right, so there it is, like this. Oh, and I forgot. I also have a scrap piece of paper that I needed to do the Enjoy Your Day. I do want to do that again also because I'm going to cut that out and kind of put it on top. So I'm going to do that right here. And I want to emboss that as well. Yeah, I think I got it. Let's see. Yep. All right. So there is that. So there is what I need. Okay. I'm definitely going to put the lid on this because I have issues with dropping things. Okay. I'm a dropper. All right. Now I'm going to get my heat tool that I kicked onto the floor, and I'm going to emboss these. This is Crumb Cake, by the way, which is not retiring. Now you can see I didn't worry about that. I didn't get some of the ink on that because I'm not using it. Okay, and as soon as you see it start to shine up, and you can definitely see it shining up, you know you're good. So this one is done. Now we're going to go to this. Okay. And oh, see that change? As soon as it changes, you're like, yep, there it is. There it is. You want to make sure you get everything embossed. Okay. And I think I did. All right, so there you go. Beautiful, beautiful stamp set. Now, this I'm just going to push to the side, and I'm going to get my white craft pad and a blending brush. Now this is an old Stamping Whisper White craft pad. We do sell them still. You ink them yourself. But I've already bought this, and I just hate buying again when I have it. So this works so well, and so I'm gonna use it. All right, but the one we have would. Now I've got a blending brush, and this comes in a pack of 3. Now, I know that I've used this, and you can, I don't know if you can see on the tip where you can see the white, maybe, but there you go. So this I've just decided is going to be my white one. So that's just the way it's going to be. All right, so all I'm doing is I'm dipping my brush in, and I want to do a little bit of an effect here. So I'm going to start by putting it around here, and then just going around this, like, you know, like you want the darker flower around the edge, okay? And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of pushing that up. So I've got it a little darker around the middle. And then I'm going to leave that. I'm going to go away from that, and I'm going to do the leaves, okay? So I'm going to do my leaves. I'm going to come back to that, don't worry. But I'm going to come back to it after my brush has started to get less of the white. So then I've got more of a fade. I hope that makes sense, okay? If you don't want that, you don't have to do it, because you know what? It's your card. All right, so let me get some more on for some leaves. All right. So we've got a lot of stuff that is retiring out of the catalog and the mini. A lot of things did kind of carry over from the mini, which I was glad, which is the vellum that I'm using today actually is in the mini catalog, but is going to carry over into the new catalog. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to use it, because I was like, oh yeah, I like that. So there, so that is that. That is really easy, and hopefully you can see, you know, kind of how I've done some kind of shading right there and around there. So that was my goal. All right, so I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to close this up because I know I'll stick my fingers in it if I don't. All right, so there's this. Now, I want, you know, a little bit of, you know, prettiness to this. Now, I told you I'm using Pretty Peacock, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on top of here. So I'm just going to click that. Also, in the new catalog, there are some things, many things are going up in price. So if you have some things that you've been eyeing that you want, like maybe you need to restock paper or something like this, this would be a great time to do that. Okay, I don't have Pretty Peacock ribbon because I just don't. So I wanted some ribbon, but I didn't have it. I did have this black ribbon, so I'm going to use that, okay? I'm going to start with, I'm going to take my Pretty Peacock, okay, and I'm going to take a blending brush, which we're going to use in just a minute again, and I'm just going to get it into the Pretty Peacock and brush the ribbon down. So then I've got Pretty Peacock and black ribbon. Now you can use your alcohol marker if you have an alcohol marker that is Pretty Peacock or whatever color you're using. You can do that, but you know what? I'm already using my blending brush today, so I thought, well, I don't want to use two things. So to me, that just made sense. I'm gonna do both sides, especially since I'm creating a bow. So I'm gonna do that. All right, and you can make that as dark or as light as you want. So I've got that. Now I'm gonna make a bow, and I don't know why I have to turn it around. I make it with 2 loops and twist. All right, maybe. And this black ribbon is not retiring, which I was very happy to see, but a lot of ribbon is retiring, guys. So check that list out. The crinkle ribbon is retiring. Just so much. The little one with the sparkles in it, the white. Oh, I think that's so pretty. And it's retiring, so yeah. All right, so there I've got this. Now I'm gonna trim the edges because I want them to look pretty. Got to do my little boom, and then I need to see if I have enough colored, which I don't. So I need to add a little bit more with color. Okay. Very gorgeous, right? Okay. So now I'm going to clip that off, and I'm going to put this right over this because I wanted it kind of where the bushel is, because I'm going to put the bow right there. Don't worry. We're going to do something with that. So if you know me, you know I like to use tape because I'm cheap. So I'm going to use tape here and here, and then I'm going to hope and pray that I still have it in the right place. Nope, it's crooked. It needs to go up a little bit. So there you go. Ah, that works. Look at that. Okay. Then on this, I'm going to use these little mini glue dots. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they are definitely a great little tool. They don't always like me very much, so I'm just going to put it on here and then pull it off. Hopefully it comes. Come. Nope, it didn't want to come. Let's try it again. Sometimes I have to get my take your pick tool to pull it off because it doesn't always like to come off for me. I don't know if it's this roll of them or user error, but you know that it could be user error for sure. Come on, you little booger. There, I got it with my finger. So there we go. See, it's on there, but then we're going to stick it right there, right where that is. Okay. Since we have our pretty peacock out, I want to go ahead and do this. Now, this is the paper I was telling you about. This is vellum, and this is the striped vellum, okay? It also comes in this beautiful, I don't know if you can see this leaf pattern, and then polka dots as well. This is called Basic Vellum, and this will be in the new catalog. But, and I'll tell you, the first card I did, I just put the vellum on, and that is this card right here. And I liked that. I thought that was very pretty. But then I said, oh, I want to do a little zhuzhin up. So I decided to go ahead and use my brush and use my pretty peacock and go around the edges like that. Okay? Just to get the edges, just to get a little bit of, just a little more color on there. I don't know. I just felt like I needed a little more color. So I'm going to go around. Oh, and if you watch my channel very often, you know that shimmery white is a paper that I use a lot, and it is retiring. So if you like shimmery white, go buy it right now because I have already bought mine. I'm crying a lot over this. Okay, so I've got this. And then, remember this little guy that I did? I'm going to cut him out. All right. Because I want to use him on the card. But because we covered him up. So we've got to bring him back. Okay, I should not have closed up my ink pad. All right, so I'm going to put a little pop dimensional on that. I don't know why I call them pop dots. I don't know. All right. So then you can kind of put that right there to cover that one up. And then you've got enjoy your day. But I did forget to, I've got to get rid of this. Let's flip this over. So we have a new sheet. Okay. All right. I'm going to open up my pretty peacock again because I forgot to do that. So in this amazing year, it's got birthday wishes. It's got this beautiful envelope for you to a wonderful friend. Happy birthday, and you're an entire year more amazing and lovely as ever. So what I did was I took that sentiment and put happy birthday underneath because this doesn't actually say happy birthday. So I wanted to do that. And I'm going to be honest, somebody at my stamp club the other night did that. So I just have them both on the stamp. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that. So there you go. I'm not original. I'm just going to stamp it. And I like that because then you have room to write your sentiment too. Because I don't like to fill this up. I don't like to completely fill things up. All right. So I have my crumb cake card here. I'm going to put this on the inside. Okay. That right there. Okay. And then on the outside, I'm actually going to do this a little backwards. I'm not going to put this on first because remember with vellum, you sometimes your adhesive can show through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on first and then put the adhesive behind where this is. But I'm going to use dimensionals on this because, well, I want to. That's the only reason I want to. There you go. Alrighty. All right, so I'm gonna put this on here. Got that a little close, but it's okay. It's not gonna show. It won't show. All right, so I'm gonna put this on here. Okay. Okay, get it on there right, Amy. Okay, and then I know that this is where my adhesive can go. So, you know that it won't show. There are ways to get adhesive. Vellum just is kind of a little tricky thing. So this is one of the ways you can do that. You just kind of hide it. So then I'm just going to put it right on here on my crumb cake. And that's my card. But let's do a little bling. I love these butterflies. They are returning, so that's a really good thing. I was glad to see that. So I'm going to add some butterflies because, you know, flowers, butterflies, you know, that works for me. And then we'll put a big one. I always, when I do dimensionals, because they always, or a lot of times when dimensionals will start smaller and then go larger. And so I just kind of follow that on my card. Smaller, larger on the bottom. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what I did. Okay, so here is my card. I do really love this card. I think it's a really fun card. And again, we've got the sentiment on the inside. But I wanted you to see that, you know, maybe you don't have this ribbon. Maybe you don't have this color. You can do this card with any color. So I want to show you some of the ones I did. Here's this one, different vellum. I wanted to use a different vellum. Now this one, I used Blackberry Bliss. Okay, I didn't have Blackberry Bliss any bling, so I used iridescent rhinestones. I just wanted a different look with that, okay? Then I did polished pink, which is a retiring color. And I don't really know if this is polished pink dots or not, but they worked, so there you go. That's what I did on that one. This is Starry Sky. Oh, well. You moved. You were not right there. Don't even think you were. So he's going to have, he needs a little surgery. Okay, we're going to do a little surgery. Again, I don't know if these dots are Starry Sky or not, but they worked for me and I liked them. I did navy because, you know, I love navy. Okay. And this is actually the Starry Sky ribbon, but I didn't feel like it matched well enough. And this is some Night of Navy ribbon that is in the mini catalog that is carrying over. So I had that. I didn't have any dots, so I used these pearlescent dots, these little pearls. I thought that was pretty. I love a black and white card. So here's black. And again, I had the matte black dots. Okay. Here's that ribbon. Just without color, right? Without adding color. This is Blushing Bright, and this is Retiring. This didn't show up as much, so I was like, I don't know about that, but I did like the color. Honestly, I think this is Petal Pink ribbon, but it worked for me, so I used it. And then I did Calypso Coral, and this is the crinkled white ribbon that I used. I just colored with a blending pen. This is Retiring. What is this? Crinkled ribbon is Retiring. And I just noticed I did not do any bling on it. So, hey, let's add these. Because I think gold looks really good with Calypso Coral. So, let's just add some beautiful butterflies, right? He needs, and I'm going to need to buy some more butterflies. My goodness, I'm going crazy with these. All right, so now he's a little better. He's got his bling. And then again, I showed you at the beginning, this is one that I did not do the color, which I like just as, I also like that I didn't do a color across. This is my prototype. So there you go. But let's bring in the card we did do. Okay, this is today's card. I hope you like this. Please reach out to me if you need any lists. I have the lists and I've kind of cleaned them up a bit. But you will be able to see those last chance items on the 4th. They will be on my website. So hop on over there, see if there's things that you need. If you have a demonstrator, I go call her, get some stuff from her. But if you don't have a demonstrator, I would be honored, honored, honored to be your demonstrator. So reach out to me and I will help you in any way that I can. I hope you have a fantastic week. We're looking to get some storms here later maybe, but we'll see. It could just pan out to nothing. So I hope you have a beautiful first week of April, and I will not be doing a video next week because it is Easter Sunday and I'll be spending that with my family. So I will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you so much and have a fantastic week and Easter if you celebrate. Bye.